Aloha everyone, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your pick a card reading for your June 2022 forecast. Pile 1 is on the left with Gaia, Pile 2 is in the middle with the Shekinah, and Pile 3 is on the right with Krishna. So take your time, use your intuition and choose your pile. If you need to pause the video, that's perfectly okay. And I will meet you in your reading. Timestamps will be in the description box below. See you there. Aloha Pile 1. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your June prediction. So what's coming for you in the month of June? So we're going to look at the total energies, get any advice from Spirit, and just kind of look into your overall energies for June and what the focus should be, okay? I want to say thank you before we get started. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. Thank you for those who have donated. Big mahalo for that, as well as thank you for those who comment. All of those things help my channel to grow and expand. We are doing it, so I'm excited about that. As far as contests go, I do a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. So I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the messages and not for the drawing. Okay, let's get started. Oh, and I'm going to put these earrings on Etsy. So if you think these little Mandela sunbursts are cute, I'm going to have different ones on Etsy. I make these by hand. So these are crocheted. I'm going to do a few different types. So that link is below under private reading. So it takes you to my Etsy shop. All right, let's get to it. All right, so pile 1, you chose Earth Connection, Mother Gaia. It says, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. And we have the Rune of Constraint. Okay. And then the other cards that I drew already are, we have South Node, Destined to Release, Pluto, Transform, and Pisces, which is Intimacy, Intuition, and Compassion. Okay, so the feeling I'm getting, pile 1, you guys may feel a bit like in the month of June, like you're in constraint here, okay? And this is why there's a need to get grounded, because you're going to be releasing and transforming some energies in your personal relationships, okay? And as a person, you are in a transformation process, okay? This is Pluto rules Scorpio. Okay, so very scorpionic energy of death and rebirth. So there's something, pile 1, in your life or someone that you need to release. Okay, it could be a Pisces, just because Pisces has shown up here. But it's truly about having intimacy, using your intuition and your compassion for yourself first. So what they're saying is, with this particular group, I've been getting the message within myself, which is always comes up to be shared, okay? And that message is to release the rescuer, to release the martyr part of ourselves. This group, I feel like you guys are very giving, very loving. I feel like you've been going through situations where you've been giving more than you've been receiving. This could be romantically, friendships, work life. But it has caused a feeling of a bit of constraint. Okay, so the month of June, you're releasing those. So you may feel like hermiting a little bit. Constraint is actually a beautiful rune because it lets us know how to use adversity. So when it's storming, fishermen repair their nets, okay? So there's always something to do that is forward motion energy. And in this particular instance, they're asking you to ground in to Mother Earth, okay? To remember you are here now and to consider the uses of this adversity, all right? So for some of you, this is very much relational and in your intimate relationships, and you may be releasing an intimate relationship, friendship, partnership. Some of you, it might be work related. So you take it how it resonates. This reading's for thousands of people, okay? And so there is this opportunity to go through a transformation. So I feel like we are still in Mercury retrograde until June 2nd, and that shadow period goes for like a week or 2 weeks, I think. And so this has been an opportunity. I feel like you're already in that transformation process. You've already decided who or what situations you're letting go of, or what thought patterns you're letting go of that would keep you from your intimacy, that would keep you from your compassion of yourself and others. And so you are really going through a release in June. But this release, what Spirit's saying, is really going to be positively transformative for you. So anything or anyone that you release is going to be replaced with much better, more joyful, more aligned energy for you. So they're asking you to come on back to earth. Some of you may have been going through some spiritual awakening as well. And so you're releasing old patterns, but they want you to ground. So it's going to be really important to be in nature in the month of June for you, because you may feel like so much is changing. That can have kind of a chaotic feel. And because you're going through this transformation period, they are asking you to kind of bring yourself back to earth the best ways that you can. Let's get your tarot and look a little further into it. Yeah, okay. For pile 1. Okay, beautiful. Oh, I love this for you guys. Okay, so yes, there has been some conflict, both internal and external. I feel like this Scorpio full moon eclipse that we just went through brought up some darker aspects in ourselves and in others. There has been this purge and release energy that has been present for the collective, not just for this pile, okay? So we've all been going through a transformation process, and in June, you're really going to do that. You're going to learn how to work together with the people that are truly for you, okay? And you're going through a healing period. So you may very well, because we have this destined to release, the healing was the clarifier for that, okay? So you may be putting someone on ice or a situation on ice, but you're finally healing it. And it feels like for you guys, this is a deep childhood pattern. What they're showing me is the pattern of abandonment. So some of you may have been abandoned by a parent or did not feel nurtured as a child, and therefore there has been this element of trying to prove yourself to others. And for many of you, there's been the element of dissociation, meaning that, okay, maybe you experienced some trauma way back there, or you had some issues with, because they're showing me my own life. So my mom had some, I grew up pretty well without her because she had some challenges with drug abuse. And so that creates a place that feels like being abandoned, right? So many of you have had parents or people who just did not show up for you in the way that they should have when your brain was developing as a child. And now, so some people, when they experience this type of traumas, they disassociate, and so they go way out of their bodies. And that's why Spirit's asking you to come on back to earth, okay? It's safe to come back to earth. You're releasing those people and situations and jobs that aren't for you. So what happens is that if you have that experience of trauma or conflict way back when you're in your childhood, that often lends to a pattern of allowing people or situations in your life that really aren't for you. You're trying to rescue. You're trying to help the other to become something because you know what it feels like to be the underdog, or you know what it feels like to be abandoned. And as beautiful as your heart is, what Spirit is helping you to transform is that there's no need to rescue anyone, and you're going to start bringing in relationships and friendships and jobs and money situations that are for you, that are for your benefit, that make you feel joyful, that make you feel nurtured, that make you feel like you are seen and heard, and that true connections being made, okay? You're transforming in your personal worth in the month of June, and it's beautiful, you guys, because that transformation is into victory. We have the Chariot card of Cancer here. That may mean something to you. You could be a Cancer or have Cancer placements. But the Chariot card says you are transforming. You are taking the reins of your own life, and you're taking the reins of your transformation, and you're saying, I'm guiding this transformation. I am going to be victorious in my own life. I am going to have things that feel good to me. I'm not putting up with the BS anymore. Not in my friendships, not in my romantic partnerships, not in my workplace. I am building a life that I love to live. I'm coming into and grounding in my manifestations. I'm turning this train around, okay? So while you may have felt like there was constraint, now there's going to be movement mid to end of June. And it's movement that shows victory again. We have sunshine after the storm. So while at the beginning of June you may feel like you're in considerable constraint and transformation, you may be letting go of people or situations or thought patterns at the very beginning of the month. But at the end of the month, it says you are going to be successful in intimacy, in intuition, and in compassion. You're going to start having those big dreams again. You are going to have your outcome in a positive way. And it may look different than you originally thought that it was going to be, but you have a hugely successful outcome for the month of June, okay? It does require a release at the beginning of the month and a transformation. So you're going through a transformation this month of June, but it leads to the most beautiful card in the deck. It leads to the sunshine after the storm, nourishment, life force energy flowing through you, a change of heart, a change of mind, a change of energy. You are quite literally transforming your intimate and physical, emotional energy in the month of June. This is like a glow up. You are going to take like a 180-degree turn. So where you may have entered back into patterns for a time during that Mercury retrograde of childhood wounds or abandonment, or noticing patterns where you were rescuing others, or noticing where you were putting yourself last, you're going to put yourself first. You are going to glow up. You are going to feed yourself the nurturing and the life force energy and the intimacy and the compassion that you so generously give to others, and it results in you having this total transformation into victory, okay? You are absolutely going to have the appropriate relationship, job, home life, thought patterns. I feel like in your own mind there have been some rogue thought patterns, like thinking of yourself quite way less than what you are. This group, you guys have beautifully healing and generous energy, and sometimes that gets taken advantage of and you think that's who you are. But in June, you're transforming that thought pattern. You're going to be spending lots of time in nature. So go for walks, be in nature, swim if you can. Enjoy your time communing with the natural forces, because you are going through such a transformation, and it's beautiful. So allow these uses of adversity, everything at the beginning of the month where you feel constrained, where you feel like you're being grounded, that you can't really, and grounded in the not so good way. It's, you know how you're how parents would ground us when we were younger, like, you're grounded, for a week. You can't have any of your devices, or you can't have, you've got to stay in. You can't hang out with your friends, or whatever it may be. That's kind of the negative connotation of grounding. Okay, so you may feel like you're having that. Like, why am I stifled at the very beginning? But it's so that you can release what no longer serves you and really get back in touch with Earth, because being at the vibration of Earth, even as much as you're going through a spiritual transformation, you still have to vibrate with Earth so that you can have your manifestations here. The goal is to bring the Christ grid to the Earth, okay, and to have that be stabilized and within self and without. So no need to go traveling through the cosmos when you can be right here and now and receive your blessings. So I love this transformation for you guys. June looks like, hang in there. The beginning may be a little uncomfortable, but there's such a sense of release and relief towards the middle of the month, and what you have been asking for is coming in, because you're making the space for that intimacy. You're making the space for your compassion. You're using your intuition. You're making the space for that beautiful new job. You're making the space for that beautiful new romance. You're making the space for friends that really get you, like true soul tribe friends that aren't there to use you. This is what is coming for you, and I'm so, so happy for you guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to leave it there because it's a beautiful transformation you're going through. If you would like to enter the contest, it's easy to do. Here's how you do it. If you're not a subscriber already, subscribe and hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I am transforming, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the contest. I'll do that drawing on June 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you so much, and until next time, aloha. Aloha Pile 2, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your June forecast. So we're going to look at the month of June here, what's coming in for you, what advice from Spirit, what's the general energies, and go from there. So we're going to look at what your June is sizing up to be, okay? So before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for the donations, and thank you for those who comment. All of those things help tremendously. Also, I do have a contest for every month. It's for a free 30-minute session with me personally. I'll let you know at the end of the video how to enter that drawing, as some are here for the messages and not for the contest, as well as I have these cute little earrings that I've made. I've got some sunburst ones like this, little Mandela earrings that I hand crochet. I'll put those on my Etsy shop. You can check that out if you would like to purchase some cutesy little Mandela earrings that make you feel so good. All right, so I will, that shop link is underneath the video recorded private session, so you can do your shopping or get your private reading all in one stop. All right, so let's get to your reading. Okay, you picked the Shekinah with the rune of journey. Okay, the Shekinah is the sacred self. It says, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And then your other cards, oracle cards here, we have House 12, which is spirituality, transcendence, karma, spiritual, sacrificial service, and healing. We have Uranus, we'll have radical change. Venus, give and receive love, and find value and see beauty. And we have Mars, move forward and defend self. This is gorgeous, you guys. Okay. So first things first, y'all, I'm excited. You have such momentum in your reading, completely different than pile 1. All right, so the Shekinah, sacred self, you are journeying into your sacred self. Month of June, you're moving into radical change and self-awakening. There is a peace that's coming over you. There's a knowing that's coming over you. You are understanding who you are and where you are in relation to the cosmos, in relation to your personal relationship to yourself. You are treating yourself sacredly. You're treating others sacredly. You have the intuition flowing in at this time. You are really journeying into, many of you may be doing like sacred shamanic journeys. If you guys are into plant medicine, some of you may have planned for the month of June like a ayahuasca ceremony or something of that sort. This feels very much like you're journeying spiritually into self. You are waking up to yourself in a new way, and it feels like this group, you may have already been awake spiritually, but you're moving to a new octave, and it feels like this radical change is bringing peace and relief, okay? Because it's like, what are they saying? In the previous months, and especially since the eclipse period that we just had with the Taurus eclipse and the Scorpio eclipse, this group has been integrating new patterns, purging out the old ways of spirituality, the old belief systems from yourself, that you're getting a new perspective and you're moving into a new function in your world. Okay, so how you show up spiritually, but how you show up as a being. And this feels like you're transcending karma. So month of June, all of that work that you've been doing, all the things that have come up around that Scorpio full moon eclipse particularly, and this Mercury retrograde, all the things that have come up to be purged, you are successfully purging and releasing it, and that's transcending your karma. You're finishing certain patterns once and for all. So some friendships may have left, some romantic relationships may have left, some of you may have left a job or are about to leave a job because there was a need to purge out that old energy so you can make space for what and who you are becoming, okay? Because you are becoming more and more like your inner being each day, okay? And so you're holding the vibration of your inner self and your spiritual self embodied, okay? So you're really starting to do that in the month of June. So you're taking this journey into self, and you're really radically changing the way that you view your world and the way that you view yourself. This is radical change and transformation. And Uranus energy says expect the unexpected. And what is beautiful is, for those of you looking for love, Venus and Mars are the twin flames of the planets, okay? They're lovers. And we had a Venus and Mars conjunction for like 2 months this year, when typically it lasts for only 2 weeks. So there's huge transformation coming in your love life. So for some of you that are single, you may unexpectedly move into a relationship rather quickly and unexpectedly. Uranus is radical and unexpected change, okay? It's things you may have been working towards, but the how it comes about and the change that happens is quick. For those of you that are in partnerships, but maybe it's been a little bit shaky, that's about to change. You're about to come into balance, okay? You're about to come into full union. For those of you that are in divine partnerships, or I personally do not like the label of twin flames, so I'll say divine counterpart or soulmate relationship, where there may have been some dissonance. That's about to clear up, okay? So you're about to come into union with your divine partner. So those are for partnerships of all kinds. For business, you're about to come into harmony and in your business world, okay? This is, and then personally, this is Venus and Mars, okay? Your male side of yourself, your divine masculine side of yourself, and divine feminine side of yourself are coming into harmony, okay? They're coming into union. I always tell my clients, if there's been a lot of dissonance in their body, in their world, I always ask them to turn their divine feminine and masculine to face one another. So the left side of our body is feminine or receiving. The right side of the body is masculine or action oriented. So I have them turn and face each other and embrace and hug one another, okay? And really come into that communion together. And those are the energies within yourself, because in order to have what you're asking for outside of yourself, you first need to give that and resonate in that vibration for yourself, okay? Beautiful, beautiful energies here. You guys are going through radical transformation, very beautifully balanced and powerhouse type of energy, okay? Really gorgeous energies. It's like you're finally knowing yourself and you're feeling into yourself. It's like at the Temple of Delphi, it says, know thyself is the very first kind of commandment or instruction. And you are coming into a deep inner knowing of yourself and a deep peace. You have transcended the karma. There is a sense of relief that I cannot quite explain in words, but it's a deep sense of relief and release and integration that you have been wanting for years now. And it feels like you've been working on some things karmically in relationships in general, friendships, romantic style relationships, even how you relate to money. It's like there's been this like karmic sort of energy around that hasn't felt right, but you haven't known how to transcend it yet. And then the month of June, you are transcending it. My goodness. Beautiful. Okay, wow. So we have the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Cups to start off. All right. Where things are radically changing, this group feels extremely relational, okay, for your month of June. It's how you relate to yourself, but also this feels like there are romantic partnerships around for you, especially with this conjunction here of Venus and Mars in your reading. Okay, someone has feelings that they have not been telling you, okay, romantic feelings that they have absolutely not been telling you. And month of June, they're going to tell you. There's going to be feelings that are revealed. Okay, I feel like they've been holding back. You may know who this person is, or like it feels like either you're friends or you've been in a situationship, or you're in a relationship but they haven't quite expressed how they feel. This person has huge romantic feelings for you. They think about you constantly, and they're having a bit of a time here. We have Seven of Cups, Ten of Wands, Three of Cups, okay? It feels like they have been letting down some burdens. It feels like at the beginning part of June, they're really considering how to come forward to you. They want to celebrate with you. They want to have beautiful union with you. I feel like there has been some other energies in the mix. This doesn't feel like cheating or third party in the sense of like you or they are cheating with someone else or have another partnership. This feels more like there have been friends or fake friends involved that have been giving advice or have been energetically in the mix between the two of you guys. And I feel like your person has not been able to come forward. Either they felt like you weren't single, weren't ready, or the group of friends or people that you had around you maybe were not that trustworthy, because you do have this sort of hidden energy. So I feel like with what's happening, especially since you have transcending karma as part of your spiritual walk for June, I feel like anything that's been hidden is coming to the light. Okay, and so if you have friends or people around you who had ill intentions towards you, or they had they were burdening you in some way, because I feel like this group, part of you being spiritual is that you're learning to take care of self rather than using all your energy to take care of everybody else. So you're coming into this journey of yourself, what's best for your life. So like I said, you have karma that's completing. So there may be some people or friendships that are leaving that have been burdensome. So you know who this is. Like if you've had a weird feeling, you felt burdened by interacting with people either intimately or in friendships, or I mean, it could be business relationships, but this one's more your intimate relationships is what's being focused on in June. You're coming to that consideration. So some of you may already be doing that as you're watching this, because it's just a few days out from June. But you're coming into really considering how you give your heart. And so your person has seen this. They see that you're going through something, so they've kind of kept their feelings hidden, okay? But how they're feeling about you is you're someone they want to marry. You're someone, like, they have huge feelings for you. This could be Scorpio, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is indicated here with the Knight and the King of Cups. So you could be dealing with one of those signs, but they want to marry you. They see a life with you. Four of Wands is that halfway to marriage card. Again, divine counterparts. It's like the Four Wands is the 1111 card. Okay. They see a whole life with you. The outcome here is the 10 of Pentacles, which is my favorite card for next to the Sun. It's my favorite card. I feel like they have similar energies, because this says not only is your happy spiritual life, family life is taken care of, so your heart's full, but also your plates and your bank accounts are full, okay? It says you have all the resources that you need. So together, you guys are really going to have that. And this situation is going through a death and rebirth. Again, Scorpio energy here. So that's that transcending the karma, the death and rebirth, and the radical change. And then next up is the 8 of Wands. So they are going to come forward and talk to you by the end of June. That's going to change everything. I feel like this is a, Spirit's using the word pivotal. So this is a pivotal life moment for you guys. I feel like your decisions right now to clear your energy field and to make the choices of surrounding yourself with people who bring you peace, joy, love. They are upstanding. They are of integrity. That is going to open the doors for you to have this relationship, okay? This feels very, very much relational. So this group, if you're attracted to it, have a feeling you've been looking for that relationship or have someone specific in mind, okay? But the most important relationship is you with yourself. And because you're showing up as yourself, because you are clearing the dissonant, sort of resonant energies in your field, you're clearing out that karma, you are absolutely able to partner with another in a divine way. So much peace is being offered here with this white dove, and then we have the Merkaba here. So you're absolutely traveling spiritually. So you guys are already handling this in the astral realm, but this journey into yourself is also going to be seen on the 3D plane as well. So hidden feelings coming to the light. They are absolutely going to express to you their feelings. They are going to, because you have done the work to clear the karma, you're going to have the reward of this unexpected union and blessing. And you've been hoping for it. You've been asking for you've been asking for your partner, and because you've journeyed into yourself, you're going to get it. And I am stoked for you guys because this feels so good. It feels like finally, it's like that peace of the spirit that transcends all understanding. You just have that. And you freaking deserve it, pile 2, as all I can say. You have journeyed spiritually, you've gone through a lot, this group, and in June here is the turning point that is going to make the next many, many years, possibly the rest of your life, a very, very positive one. So I am so, so happy for you. This change is really beautiful, and I'm so, so happy for you. So here's to radical change, and I'm going to leave it there. So if you would like to enter the contest, here's how you do it. Free to enter, free to win. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe and hit that bell button. Like and share this video, and then in the description box below, right, I am transforming. And that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on June 1st on video and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So until next time, aloha. Aloha, pile 3. This is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your June forecast. So we're going to look at the energies around June of 2022. We're going to look at just what Spirit has to say to you, and what are your general energies, what is the advice, what can you expect for your month of June. Before we get started, I want to say thank you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you for hitting that bell button. All those things help my channel to grow and expand. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for donating. Such a huge help, and I'm so, so grateful. I also have a contest every month, free to enter, free to win, for a 30-minute session with me personally. I will let you know at the end of the video how to enter that, as some are here for the messages and not for the drawing. And then I just made these cute little mandala earrings, and I thought I would offer, I've made a bunch of them, so they're hand crocheted. And they have beautiful intentions of spiritual guidance, of good feelings, happy blessings, okay? I'm going to put some of those on my Etsy shop, and so if you're interested, you can look at the different jewelry or the private readings that are available there. That link is in the description box below under the private video readings, okay? So let's get to it, pile 3. Woohoo! All right, you guys got Krishna and movement as your rune. So Krishna is devotion. It says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Heck yes, you are. All right, the energy with this group feels really good. Pile 2 and pile 3, so you may have been drawn to pile 2 as well. The energy's different, but there's a lot of change and expansion. So, you know, please watch both if you're drawn to both. This one is devotion. You have been devoted to your path, spiritually and otherwise, and there's movement now. So movement also is like momentum. This is like horsepower energy. This is you coming into alignment and moving forward quickly. Some of you in the month of June may be going through an actual physical move to be closer to something that you love, okay? Or you've been spiritually guided. Some of you may be, because we have a union merging and coming together, some of you may be moving in with a beloved. You may be changing jobs. You may have a business where you're merging with a different job, or a different company, like merging 2 companies together. But there's definitely a union happening here. And how that affects your life is going to be different for everyone, okay? We have early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication as one of your cards as well. So your communication is going to be very good. I feel like this group, because of your devotion, I feel like you guys are teachers, or you help children in some way, or the way that you're devoted is so helpful to children or the spirit of the inner child. So this on a spiritual level, you're certainly merging your inner child with your adult self and really communicating both with your rational mind, but also with your early learnings. The other thing too that it feels like is that there's a dream coming true for you on a childhood dream, because we have grow and expand from Jupiter and Uranus energy for you guys. And so this is grow and expand for Jupiter, blessings, and radically change. Uranus brings unexpected change. And so that's what's happening for you. There's an unexpected union and merging that's happening. There's an unexpected change. And this feels like a dream that you've had since you were a child. And now there's finally movement. For some of you, this feels strongly like a business project, like you've had an idea or a product, or, excuse me, I'm adjusting here. Or you've had a something of that sort that you've wanted to bring to life and it's been stalled. And month of June, you're about to expand. For a business perspective, for those of you that have a company, that expansion, that are showing me like expansion or franchise or, making it larger, and that's coming together. You're finding the right people because you have been devoted. And in the month of June, your spiritual energy, your intuition is going to be heightened. So please trust your inner guidance. And for some of you, this is relational as well, because there's a merging and coming together. Some of you, it may be someone from your past, like since this childhood relations is coming up in the communications. During this Mercury retrograde that ends on June 2nd, you may have heard from someone from your past. It may have been someone that you wanted to date or dated long ago. Like they're showing me as far back as like middle and high school, like a childhood friend or someone. And it feels like there's like this unexpected union that's happening. So that's certainly not going to be for everyone. Take that how it resonates. That's a very specific story, and it feels like for maybe just a couple of you. But the possibilities here to realize a childhood dream is huge in the month of June for you guys. So that's the main thing, is like there's movement towards something you've been wanting to achieve, and now there's the radical change and expansion of that. So it's like a very quickly expansive for some of you that maybe have like a YouTube channel, or in some way this feels a bit like, because you've been devoted to it, it feels like huge growth in a short amount of time. So like say that you've had a YouTube channel for quite some time and there hasn't been a lot going on with it, but you've been devoted. So Spirit's recognizing your devotion, your tenacity, your persistence. Now there's going to be movement and huge expansion, like radical expansion. So this is one of those things where like maybe there's been no movement on your channel for years, and then all of a sudden within a week or two something goes viral, and then you're at like, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, so what they're saying is there's a chance for some of you in this group to be famous in some way, okay? Because they're showing me the star card, but I haven't seen it yet. So really excited about that. All right, let's get some tarot for group 3. What else is going on? I love this. You feel so steady. Even if you haven't been feeling steady, yeah, you got strength as your first card out. My goodness. Holy moly. So excited here. And some of you may also be expanding your family, okay? So you might have been trying to, for some of you that are already in union, you may have been trying to get pregnant, and so it's showing month of June. It looks like that expansion is possible. Again, that's not for everybody, but I have to say it if they bring it up, okay? And so we have strength right off the bat. So you are in the place of strength. This is the card of Leo. You do have the strength to do this movement. You do have the strength to realize this childhood dream. I do feel like you have walked away from someone or something at the beginning of June here, all right? Because, and it also feels like you're about to have communication from someone that you walked away from. So for those of you that this is a childhood someone coming back or someone from your past, there is healing there, okay? So if this has to do with relationship, you may have walked away from this person or lost contact at some point in your life if it has to do with love relationship, but Spirit's bringing you guys back together. There is a union and a merging and a coming together that's happening here. Because you've been devoted to your spiritual path, that which you have let go of in order to follow the light, to follow your intuition, you're actually going to get blessed back, all right? For some of you, we have Page of Wands, Page of Cups here. So this growth and expansion, you can expect communication to come in, wild new creativity, and then we have Page of Cups. So around your passion and your love life, there are huge changes and new energy coming in. Again, with this pages also represent children. So for some of you, this very well may be bringing children into the world, or again, someone that you knew when you were a child, because we have these early childhood relations, and then all these children. So some of you, for a small few of you, you may even be having twins, okay? So if you do not want to have children, I would say just take precaution, because there is huge energy here of children coming forth, all right? And it feels like children coming forth after a bit of a struggle for them to be here. So there may have been fertility issues for some of you. Now that's very specific, but at the end of the day, you have brand new energies coming in. You're growing and expanding on a childhood dream and goal. You're getting your creativity back as if you were in your youth, okay? And then bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. So for some of you, you may be getting a marriage proposal or going to the next level in a relationship. Four of Wands says that you have built a foundation in your passion, creativity. It's very intuitive. For love, it indicates divine counterparts. It indicates being in a halfway to marriage card. Okay, so it can indicate an engagement. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Cups as well. So there's strong romantic feelings in or around your energy here. And it's coming from you being devoted, okay? Be devoted to your dream. Be devoted to yourself, okay? And make that movement forward. You have the strength to move forward with an idea, a relationship. You do have the strength if this is someone who's trying to carry children and it's been a struggle. You have the strength to carry the children is what Spirit's saying. Now, mind you, I'm not a doctor, so I can't give medical advice, but I'm just showing what the cards are showing here, okay? So clearly, ask your doctor about things. We don't use tarot to guide our entire, but it feels like there's movement in that direction, okay? Feels really beautiful, you guys. It feels like you're coming out of kind of a time of stagnation. It feels like you maybe have had a bit of a time where you've had to walk away from certain things or certain stuff did not work out, but you stayed devoted to your path, and that devotion is being rewarded, okay? So whatever that path is, if that was building a business, if it's your health, some of you may have been getting healthier. Some of you may have been on a workout plan or something, and you've stayed devoted to it. And now that radical change and that expansion of your energy is expanding, and you're looking like you're young again, okay? You're looking like you did when you were in high school for some of you, because you've chosen that health journey in the month of June. There is major achievement and major expansion that's happening here in this month for you guys. And so if it's with love, there's definite merging and coming together. Again, it may be a merging and coming together with someone that you previously walked away from. Not everybody wants someone from the past back, but this does feel like that option's available to you guys. And it feels like Spirit is just, what they're showing me, they're just applauding you because you have stayed dedicated. So they're saying, really listen to your intuition. You are on point, and especially month of June, listen to your intuition and make the moves towards what you want, okay? If it feels expansive, if it feels like it's this Jupiter energy that's expanding, if your heart expands and you move towards it naturally, like if your body moves forward towards a person or a situation, that's your indication to move forward with it, okay? I'm loving this. You guys are about to see a childhood dream come true, and whatever that dream is to you, it's going to be different person to person, but because you've been devoted, you are getting this merger, all right? They're also saying you're merging like heaven and earth, and you're merging that inner child with the logical mind. Really beautiful energy. It's like, how are they calling this? They're saying you're discovering your genius part of yourself, that you're absolutely coming into your genius. I mean, there's no other way to say it, really. And that's going to cause a huge expansion for you. So life's getting really good from this point, okay? So expect huge expansion. As far as finances are concerned, it does feel like there's going to be an influx of creativity, an influx of doing what you love, and therefore an influx of money as well, okay? So really excited, you guys. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much. For those of you who would like to enter the drawing, it's free to enter, free to win. Here's how you do it. You be a subscriber if you're not already, so subscribe, hit that bell button, like and share this video, and then in the comment section below, write, I received my childhood dream, and that lets me know that you would like to enter the drawing. I'll do that on June 1st and announce the winner, and hopefully it is you. So thank you guys. Till next time. Aloha.